Hey guys, Dylan Bradley here, and you've caught me right in the middle of some funnel hacking. Not full funnel hacking, because I'm actually not hacking a funnel, I'm hacking a whole website using ClickFunnels. And just in the middle of it, I was like, you know what, I'm doing this anyways, I might as well show people and record it and turn it into some content. This goes into the whole document, don't create style of content creation or content documentation that Gary Vaynerchuk has been promoting, and it's a great thing. So let me just give you a little bit of intro of what's going on here, and then I'm going to get into it and show you a few things. I'm not going to make this too long, because once I cover everything, you're going to be like, wow, that's amazing. You're going to be able to go do it on your own. Okay, sound good? So what we have here is I have my ClickFunnels open here on the left, and then I have the victim web page over here on the right, and not really victim. These guys are, I came across this website, and I thought, wow, this is awesome. I want this website, and so I want to build it and do a similar thing with my business, because these guys do a really good job. It's a perfectfunnelsystem.com. So I'm saying this is their stuff. They've designed this, and I'm in no way trying to steal their stuff. I just like the layout, kind of what they've done, their offers, the structure. I know it works, and I want to apply that similar logic to my site, right? And this is something you guys can do with any. The cool thing is with ClickFunnels, you can do this with any website out there. Literally any website, any funnel, you can build it. And the disclaimer here is, don't just copy, right? You can't steal someone else's website. Like, whatever you do not, because this is illegal, and this is just wrong, and this is bad business, and karma's a bitch. Do not just take exactly what I said with these guys and put it on yours, and then publish it and say, here's mine, and claim that, make their work your own. Don't do that, right? But put your own branding on it. Change up the text a little bit, right? Because you're different than they are, and you got to be able to show who you are through your work, right? And it's going to come out sooner or later. Also, they're giving away some bonuses and stuff here. You can give away very similar bonuses. There's nothing wrong with that. And me as a business owner, I wouldn't mind if someone else did that. Like if they're like, oh wow, this business owner's got a great idea. I'm gonna do something similar. No problem. But you can call them your own thing, right? Don't do this exact image, and don't call this exact the exact same name. Don't put this exact same text in this, right? That's bad business, that's stealing, so don't do it, right? But what you can do is you can copy this exact format. You can copy the feel of the page, what they're going for. You can even copy this image style, right? Just make sure that your own images and you're allowed to use them, right? But put your own text, put your own wording, and all of that. There's nothing wrong with it. And what I would say is, improve upon what the competition is doing. So you see their offer here, you see what they're doing, improve upon it. Cool? We're all on the same page. We're not going to steal anyone's stuff. We're not going to copy someone else's work and say it's our own, and we're going to make our stuff better, right? If you don't like orange, make it green or blue. It's up to you. But that's the whole point. So now the disclaimer's out of the way, I'm going to show you how you can clone this page in ClickFunnels, right? So in ClickFunnels over here, we have green as our sections. Blue, these are our rows, right? Rows, and we can make them columns. And then orange is our elements, right? So we have section, rows, columns, and elements. Sections are green, rows are blue, columns are also blue, and then elements are orange. Okay, and that's kind of how the page is broken down. If you see I'm highlighting over, the different colors are popping up. Right? So similar thing for this page. So what we want to do here is, if we want to copy this exactly, and I'm not gonna do exact, because I don't want to have this navigation bar. I don't want to have all these things in the navigation bar, but all these things I can have, right? So I have over here this bar right here. I have my company logo. I'm going to do a slight variation of it, but I'm just going to put the company right now, OEQ Media, right? I don't need to put .com or anything up there. You can put your own logo here if you want. I just have a headline, but if you have a logo ready, you can just use an image. You can use an image element, and then you can put the logo there. So really easy there. This is a navigation bar, so I can easily just come here and I can just change. I can change all these things. So I can put, I want to copy what they have here. I can say schedule a call. I could say ClickFunnels bonuses. I can say whatever, ClickFunnels support. And so on, right? View webinar, funnel, and then 5 free funnels. 5 free funnels. Cool, right? And see how that kind of overlaps. So what we can do is just extend that out so that they're all on that line. Look good so far, right? So what we notice here, and I like to do this, is I like to look at how their page is structured and then create that skeleton first and then start adding the content. And I have copied some things, and because this is just a template, I'm not publishing this yet, and I'm gonna come back and put my own words, own language, and all that stuff. One thing that I do say, it can be okay to copy some things, and again, take this with a grain of salt, but these type of images, these arrows and stuff, these things are really useful to have. So if you can find those and then you're like, wow, that looks great for our page, then all you do is just right click and hit save image as, right? Same things for like these lines and stuff like that. I'm sure you can get away with that, and no one really is not going to bother anyone too much with that, because it's a line. But if you want to be perfectly safe, create your own lines. So anyways, so what I do over in ClickFunnels is I'm like, okay, that's a headline. We look like we have a divider here with this gray thing. This looks like some paragraph text. All right. Then we have another divider, but I found out this was an image. This is an image. We have another headline. And then you notice that it splits into 2 columns here. So what I'm going to do is this is one section, and then this starts a new section right here. So see, this is one section, and this is a headline, divider, paragraph, image, headline, right? Now we're into a new section, and the new section, I see we have a headline here. We have, this is an image right here, and this is paragraph, and then we have an image over here with a sub headline right there. So super simple, just image. Then I'm gonna do this right here. I'm gonna do sub headline, right? And then just for the placeholder. So again, you can copy their text over when you're first doing it as your rough draft, but again, you have to change everything, go back, and I just do this to get the page built quickly, right? To get the format down. And so this is an image, and I actually have their image here. So I go to my images, and I'm going to take this and put it right there. So I have an example. And so the whole goal of doing this, you can do this real quickly yourself, is to, it all depends on how you work, right? See, image right there, is to copy their layout, get it, and then you can tune it up and touch it up later on, right? So you can get it built really quickly. But you see how fast I'm building this, right? This is live right before your eyes. And my expertise is not in design. Just gonna give you guys the heads up. I'm really good at figuring out what needs to be done, but I can't get bogged down in all the details. So if we want to copy this image, again, you have to change the image, but I really like when they put the computers and they put the product on these computers, or on these computer, tablet, and phones. So you can just, again, right click and you can save it. And so it's these computers, and just drag it up here, drop it there. We'll wait for it. And you're getting an inside look at all my photos and my ClickFunnels. I got a lot. Do a lot of different things. Boom, right there. And one thing that you want to notice, we can pay attention. So a tool I have, and there's other tools out there, but one I found that it's simple. It doesn't always work, but it works all right. Is called Fount, F-O-U-N-T. And I use this to determine what kind of font people are using, right? So I just click on fonts. It says that's Lato, size 35, weight, bold, style, normal. Okay, well then let's check what font this is. Lato 17. All right, so I can get a feel for what headline sizes they're using. So if I wanted to, I can size myself appropriately, right? 17, Lato 35. Maybe this is just an optical illusion, but I think this looks bigger than this, but it's telling me that they're the same. All right, it gets close enough, right? And if you really want to get exact, you can right click, you can inspect, and you can like dive into all this stuff on the body of where it's at. You can find where the headline frame is highlighted, so we can keep going down. It's in that section. All right, it's in that section. Let's see here. It tells me your padding. Right, so this is something that you can keep notice with the rows. It tells you your padding on the top and padding at the bottom. That is which you can adjust right in here. This thing called padding, right? So it tells you what that is. So you can literally copy the exact same layout to the almost exactly. I of course put my own variation on it, but to get the text, you got to keep going down right here. So let's see if we can even figure out what this one is. Here we go. Font size 45. We have the color. This is the hex code for the color, so I can get that exact same color. We have what the font says there. We know what the margins and all that stuff. Font. It doesn't tell me exactly the font style, but or at least not from first glance. But one cool thing you can do is you can actually edit this on the page. It doesn't do anything to their page, but see how it changes that? So just a quick tip, guys, since we're hacking, is you have to be wary of that when someone's showing you a screenshot of something or like a web page, because they can go into the code of the web page and they can edit what it actually says to make their stats look better, to make it look like that's actually on the page but not there. So always be skeptical when someone's showing you a results thing on a page like this, right? Because they can just do, like if you saw, I changed instead of who else, I just deleted else and said who wants ClickFunnels bonuses, right? So that's just a word of caution. So so we can go down and then so go back to my page. So I'm here and here. They have a hyperlink here. Looks like, maybe. Do they? No, they don't. It's not even hyperlinked. So I'll just copy that, and obviously I'm gonna change all this stuff, right? It's not gonna be right. It's not gonna be the exact same. Then we have another divider. That's coming down right here. It looks like it. So instead of making a new divider, I'm just going to clone this one and just drag it on down. Well, I'll have to make a new section actually. So we have this get started today or get a quote section. So here's what I'm going to do. Boom, one column. Now I can put the divider in wherever it's at, right here. There. And we can put, that's a button right there, and then we can put I'm going to put this sub headline right there, right? And we can just keep going down. Now the sections repeat themselves, right? So you notice this section is the same layout as this section. This section right here gets repeated here. This gets repeated here. So the easiest way to do this, now they switch sides on down here, which that's super easy to do. But the easiest way to do this, right, is just clone it, right? Clone this and just see these arrows right here and just hit down. So that just moves it down. So now we have another one, and then we have this third one right here. So we can also clone this section here. And I'm just doing this really quickly to show you. I think it'd be better to format one section the way you like it. So make this button the way you want it and then start cloning it, right? Put all the hyperlinks so you don't have to do that later. So I would do that. This stuff doesn't matter too much because you're going to have to write that anyways. And then you can do the same for these ones. Make sure you have the image on the left, text on the right, right? But those all kind of stay the same. Then I'm going to show you adding a section in this. So once we do all this stuff, and I'm kind of going through this quickly, we're going to go to a new section because I'm looking here. It's like, that looks like a new section, right? Because it has different background to it, and we want to keep that separate. So I'm just going to go down here and click on this green plus, and you see how it goes all the way across the screen. So that's a full width section, and it's white right now, but we can change it. I'm just going to go to background image, background, and we can find some sort of image like that. Let's just check this one out, and you can put your own stuff as well. So we're gonna have image, and so I can't see it. It's probably in the corner, so I'm gonna just fill it out like that. So you can kind of do that as well to get that textured. It looks like they have kind of a camo texture. You can get that. You don't have to just use ClickFunnels. You can go and download those. But again, we see we have an image here, right? And then we have headline and paragraph. So that's going to be a 2-column one, 2 columns. And you notice how the image is more to the left. That means that we need to adjust the column over like that. See? Now it looks, so we just put our placeholders in, image, and we want a headline, and we want a paragraph. Oop, where'd my paragraph go? Sometimes it doesn't always work. Okay, so then we just put boom. We can just copy this so we know what section it is. Right. Boom. And we're going to align that left. And I have my own money back guarantee image. So, and this one works really well. It's a good looking one. Now it is an issue because it doesn't fit in with the background. So that's something that I might need to come back. But if I want to change the size, see how big this is, it doesn't need to be that big. I just went to the settings, and then you can just go to the image width and just do like 200, make it smaller. So then we have another section here that we're doing. So I'm doing this real quickly for you guys. Oh, one quick thing before the other section. I'm going to show you how to adjust the padding. I always like to adjust this padding down to, like, I kind of use 10 as my default. I can probably set it up in the settings for that, so then it's not as bulky. That's just me. So we said, yes, I'm ready to buy ClickFunnels today and get all the amazing funnels and bonuses that you're offering. So just, again, it's a single column. You guys starting to get the feel for what I'm doing here, and just, it's super simple how easy it is to do this. And you know, this is different. See how the texts are different? So I'm going to make 2 different elements, and I'll put a sub headline there, just so it's easier to edit the text individually, right? So it gives you that functionality. So highlight this. Oop. Right. And then this is another. So we have an image. So we scroll down here. So just to analyze this page, we have a 2-column thing going on here. We have an image. Then we have, it looks like these are all kind of images right here. So our, you know, some sort of feature. So we can you can make that somewhere else and just post that as an image, or you can do some stuff with ClickFunnels. And then we have an image feature. This is an image feature element. And then we have headline, bulleted list, and again, headline, bulleted list. So that's what's going on there. And that's, of course, in a new section. Super simple. And it's good to keep the sections, like you can change the color or whatever you want, right? But then, you know, of course, if you're doing your own branding, obviously you want to keep the colors the same. That fits the same as it fits with your brand. But you can just do this super quick, super simple. And this is a whole web page, right? So I'm not going to do the rest with you guys, but I'm going to close out. And so last thing is we have a question. And so what these are, just again, they're headlines, and then or they could be even an image feature. Well, actually, I think ClickFunnels has a Q&A thing that you can use. I'm just going to test it here. Let's see here if we have it. Text block, comment, social share, frequently asked questions. So you can actually put the frequently asked questions thing in ClickFunnels. So see, it has the question and the paragraph. So you can actually put that in there. And what it looks like they're doing, see how these are all aligned, right? Each row is aligned. So they're just simply doing a different row for each row. So they're not just putting, so look what I'm doing right here. So they're not just doing duplicate, and then doing the same thing on this side. They are, delete that. then because won't make them aligned if I have different amounts of text in here. So they're just kind of cloning this, right, and putting, you know, this over there, right? So that's what they're doing, and then they're you know, cloning that section. Pretty simple, right? And then of course they got the button down here, and then they have the disclaimer. Always important to have that on there, and then they have the links to other things. So that's a quick session on funnel hacking. So hopefully this was helpful and you got the feel for it, and you can go out and start practicing on people's websites, pages, things if you like it. If you want, you can click the link below to use my affiliate link to get ClickFunnels. What it does is it just gives me a commission off of, you know, if you pay the monthly fee, I get a percentage of that instead of ClickFunnels getting everything. So it helps me, but it's not a big deal. But if you want, you can get access to ClickFunnels below, and they're actually offering a 14-day free trial if you like. So go ahead, check it out, see how you can start building your own web pages and funnels, and I'll have more training coming for you later. So with that, take care.